Okay, compared to my air mattress that I had previously prior to this one is a huge, gigantic bed, because I remember showing you guys on Twitter, for those who've seen the image, the situation that I was in this morning, because there was a small hole on the air mattress, so we had to get that out of there and replace it with this new bed that I got today. And of course, I tested it out. My head was over the headboard there. So yeah, it's a new air mattress. I mean, not air mattress, but a new king-size bed, fit for the king of Reploids, that is. So yeah, this is my new bed. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Reploid CLE. How are you guys doing, YouTube? That's right, the Silver Reploid coming at you live, looking fresh in the flesh, on the net, streaming on stream, and welcome to vlog number 100. Okay, so on the previous vlog, I asked you guys to suggest me something that you want me to do for 100 vlog celebration, even though it's not a very typical milestone that I have. I mean, I did a lot of vlogs lately, and I was thinking of doing something for 100 vlogs, and recently I haven't gotten any suggestions from you guys, so I decided something myself. And no, I will not be talking about anything today in this vlog, since this vlog number 100. And since this is my 100th vlog, I was thinking about doing something special. Now, I know most YouTubers have their own videos ever since they first started, their own YouTube channel, and of course they do reactions out of it and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, for 100, as my 100 vlog video, I decided to react to my old YouTube videos. I might do 10 or 20, I don't know which, depending on how interesting it gets and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get my computer on and react to my old videos ever since I first started YouTube, prior to when all this stuff has transpired. So hope you guys enjoy. This is Silver Reploid CLE's reactions to his old videos from when he first started YouTube. Check this out. Okay guys, I got the stream cam rolling, and I think it's time we go ahead and get these reaction videos out the way. Here are my oldest videos from when I first started YouTube. Well, not when I first started, but I had a few videos uploaded once ever since I first did YouTube, but I removed them. That was when I was like 17 or 16, I would say, because, well, some of them weren't good, and of course I also have a few that were like copyright infringements and stuff like that, but they're removed. So let's go ahead and get started with a few videos, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so the first video I'm going to react to, my first old video, is called Kinetic Fireworks Show by Silver Reploid CLE. Now, prior to this title, where I add by Silver Reploid CLE, I actually had Kinetic Fireworks Show. It's one of those old fireworks making games that people use that has a 20-minute limit where you make your own fireworks shows and stuff like that. Now, this was when I had a different camera, prior to when I had the Sanyo camera and, of course, the camcorder that I have right now. So let's go ahead and start the video. Now, I was trying to find a way to record it without using my camera, which came to the point where I use a software called Cam Studio, which is not that good for me to use anyway, because, well, like I said, open broadcasting software is much better to use when it comes to live streaming or recording content via laptop whenever you want to do videos and stuff like that. Yeah, I love that part of the fireworks show that I did there ever since I had this game. Yep. Very excellent show indeed. Very extreme touch there. Next video on the list is one of my FZero Super NES hacks called FZero 2, the era of the new F-Zero racing, something like that, yeah. But for those who seen this video, I didn't do Night League because I requested one of my subscribers to do one of those leagues for me, the Night League, where I had Mute City, Big Blue. The tracks are in order actually. For those who use a program called Fuzee, F-U-Z-E-E, and it's pretty great. Now this is Japanese based. It's a pretty legit track maker, and it's pretty cool actually. Let's play it. I call this track of Mute City, I call it Nitro Park. Why I call it that? Because I know in some F-Zero games they explain what type of track Mute City is, and of course I made it as Nitro Park because, well, I had the dash plates at the big jump in a few seconds right there. There it is. And of course there are a few mines that you have to avoid too. And the jump plates. There are more Mute City tracks to this. The first one is easy. The second one is rather medium because of the mines. And the third one you really have to watch out for because, well, the track map, if you see the video, the King League, Mute City, you might think the track is easy, but evidently it's not because there are a lot of hazards there that you have to avoid too. Next video that I'm reacting to is one of those videos that I did not understand how it got so many views. It's over 9,000 now.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
And it's called Raiden 2 Arcade by Mame. Now, years ago, this game was not working. It was still in development, and of course, some of the graphics were fine. It's just stuff that needs to be applied to it. It was almost getting ready to work on Mame 32, and I really didn't understand how I got so many views because the sound is lacked, some of the graphics are messed up, and of course, well, this kind of graphic here is fine pretty much, but there's more to it. You usually see the clouds in the intro, and that's pretty much how it was. Like the version I had, I don't remember the version I had ever since I had this game, and I used Cam Studio to record this, by the way, and it was yeah, it was kind of skippy ever since I recorded it, but I didn't get to know Open Broadcaster software very well until now. So yeah, yep. And as you can see, that boss of the first level, it wasn't very, the parts were not very wasn't collaborating with the other parts. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to react to one of my Sparta remix bases that most people have been requesting me, asking me to use if they can use this base to make their own Sparta remixes. Now, most people use other Sparta remixes because it makes things a lot more legitimate and very musical and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I'm going to react to the ones that really, out of the other Sparta remix bases that I used to have, ever since I was a Sparta remixer 4 years ago, Sparta Sapphire Remix was one of the bases, the upbeat remix bases that I use for Sparta remixes, and it had like thousands of views and of course a lot of likes and stuff like that. So here's a listen. And ever since I used FZero Studio, I always did these remixes the hard way because I didn't get to use staff very well. The piano, whatever it's called, the piano staff. Yeah, the piano staff. I didn't I didn't use that very well because I never got a chance to know it, and that's why I kind of like make the remix bass a different kind of way, causing it to sound like this, sound like it's sustained or stuff like that. And yeah. Okay, so we're down to video number 5, Cyber Sled Game Clear on Mame. Now, I played this on Mame 32, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to record it via Cam Studio because, well, it was kind of skippy a little bit, and when it comes to fast forwarding it, that's when it makes things a lot more skippy and slow to run the frames. It doesn't have a good frame per second when I use Cam Studio, but it still ran in a slowly manner, and it kind of sucked how the sound was lacked. Ever since I used Cam Studio, I didn't have like a microphone or anything on my old laptop. This was recorded on my old laptop actually. Most of the old videos were recorded on my old laptop because, well, I don't have a microphone. It has a microphone, but it's not good, and I don't have no camera for it, but I have one now, as you can see. I love the music, and I love how the dude got his toe kicked too by Madison Hawk. You know, I really love this game to the fullest because I played this ever since I was little, and I got rank A right there. That's cool. And okay, so I played this many years ago when I was little. That was at the one Walmart, and I always asked my dad to give me like a quarter or more to play this game numerous of times because I love how everything just panned out. I love how Namco did a very great job in this game, where you have all these tanks. And that was me there when I was going against Dave Hargrave. I think that's what his name is. I think. I'm also glad that missile hit him too. He got drove. Yep, he got drove! And that's how it happened. I love the music I used for this too. And that was the ending. Okay, so the next video we have on the list is one of the fan dubs, my very first fan dub that I did ever since I got to know Under Night in Birth. How they did these instant kills, or whatever they call it. Kind of reminds you of Melted Blood, actress again. I saw how Seth did this move called Kyokai no Distanto, or Distant of Boundary, translated from Japanese to English. I got a lot of views on that. I only got 1 like on that, and I use my phone for my voice. I use FZero Studios to combine the voice together to make it look like it's actually following the video, how it's being panned out together and stuff like that. So here's how I did it with the phone. I really love how I added that effect to the voice of Winter Seth and Breakdown. Now, this was nothing compared to how I did for Jin Kisaragi's fan dub of Blaze Blue, Calamity Trigger, and I also did Hakumen's too. And ever since I did fan dubs, I use my camcorder to record my voice without like recording anything in the room or anything. So I did my voice like that for Blaze Blue. It sounds more qualified than this one right here, I would say. So yeah, it's pretty good still. Next video on the list is one of my all-time favorite videos ever since I got to know After Effects and know how to use it. I made a fan-made Japanese arcade opening of Star Fox Arcade because, well, the purpose of me doing that is because, well, I know that ever since they made this game system called Triforce, this is the Japanese arcade system for Sega and Nintendo, and of course Namco, I'm sure. They had these, some of these games that we play on GameCube, like FZero GX or Star Fox Assault or Mario Kart GP. They had a lot of those games on arcade, booted on the Triforce system, the Japanese arcade system by Sega and stuff like that. Now, ever since I knew that Star Fox was made on arcade, which was actually canceled, it kind of got me in a little brainstorming mood here. I made a fan-made Japanese arcade opening of Star Fox Arcade. That's what I call it. I made this part right here. This was when I did on my old computer. Let me remove the annotations. Okay, so there's Nintendo and Sega. This was actually supposed to be Namco, but I wasn't thinking correctly. I was trying to make it look like FZero GX, some of the logos and stuff like that. I really did good on that. Now, compared to my new laptop, the old laptop had the blinking text feature, and on the Windows Movie Maker that I have on my new laptop right now, it doesn't have that feature. It just have its own text, and yeah. So this is video number 7, and I got the score part first. And after I got the score part first, I then add the part where it says calibrate your controls thoroughly for exemplifying ship maneuvering. And you can adjust the settings for this game in the service menu. And that's when I commence the intro with my Japanese voice, and I also made the music, by the way, too. The voice I recorded with my phone. And yeah. And for those of you who may not know, I also got the translation in the description somewhere, or in the comment section. You can find them there if you don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I really did a good job on this intro here, the opening. Making it look like that Star Fox actually exists in the arcade. Now here's the most craziest part of the opening. Nintendo and Sega presents. That's not the part that I'm talking about. I'm talking about the R-Wing revealed. The realistic version of the R-Wing that was from Star Fox Super NES into this thing here. It's kind of like Boost Fire from FZero GP Legend. I really love how I did that effect there when he boosted his R-Wing. I know I did a bad job on that one right there. Yeah. Okay, so the next video I'm going to react to is one of my fan-made games, Flash games that I made ever since I got to know a program called Stencil. Now, the reason why I chose Stencil as my game maker is because, well, I first tried Game Maker Studio prior to Stencil, and the coding part was a lot difficult ever since I used Game Maker Studio. When it comes to using Stencil, you have the codes already there. You can just add the actions to it, like say for instance that when you press the up arrow, that actor will jump or stuff like that, or move up or something like that, like platforms for instance. This is my first platformer that I made. I made this very difficult. It's called Super Mambo. I made the pictures, but not these kind of pictures there. I applied the door, I had the ground, and I also have Mambo here. That's my character right there. Well, this was actually when I first downloaded Stencil and the Stencil character. I added a few funny stuff to it. Now, this game right here, I wanted to make it a lot difficult because this game has like 100 levels. The first 50 are easy, but when it comes to doing the last 50, that's when it gets more intense, because when you get hit by the enemy one time by the side, that's when you instantly get game over and you have to start the whole thing all over again. I wanted to put this on Stencil Forge, but
this is a revised video of my Stencil game, Super Mambo. Since last time I didn't do well because it glitched out.
Yeah. So you have to jump on those prongers. And each time you hit the door, that's when you go to the next level. But there are mysteries behind the doors. And of course, other means of advancing to the next level and stuff like that. You have to be very diligent of those enemies there too. Yeah, I really did a good job in this game here. Despite the fact that it had a lot of glitchy stuff on there, and yeah, I was pretty much glad that I got a chance and that I got to know how to make my very own Flash games and stuff. I followed a few tutorials on how to make them, and of course, I was trying to find some ways to earn revenues and stuff like that, because I did a good job. That was a crazy part right there, how I instantly just, if I even bothered going to those platforms, I probably should have added the wall right there, but yeah. Yeah, I still love this game that I made. Yeah, that was crazy right there too. They're the Goombas. I forgot to mention that right when this level started and they first showed. Okay, so prior to when I started vlogging, this way, that is, well, prior to when I had a camcorder, I used to have to record my vlogs via my laptop. This is a camcorder I use, by the way. I love Samsung, never go wrong with Samsung. But anyway, I used to record my vlogs via my laptop because I had no camera on me. Well, the first camera I had, it broke, the battery compartment was broken, and the battery was messed up, and one time I accidentally wasted some air freshener on it one Christmas day. Well, not Christmas, but on the day on December. That was 1 year ago. I accidentally wasted some on the camera accidentally, and the situation became worse. And I also had a Sanyo red digital camera, but the battery compartment keeps opening up each time I put the batteries in. So now I'm down with this camcorder that I got for Christmas last year, and it's still very awesome. I want to, yeah, that's what kind of inspired me to do my YouTube videos a lot often. So this was one of my first vlogs. I was talking about BlazBlue Continuous Shift Extend coming out to PC, which is kind of not worth a buck because, well, I said buck, not the other thing. So I did my first vlog talking about it. So here it is.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Silver Reploid CLE, and this is a quick video because I don't have much to vlog. So anyway, let's get started. So for those that hadn't noticed, the website called Shoryuken.com, I think, you know, like Shoryuken from Street Fighter, they said that they're bringing out a new game for December 11th. They're bringing out the fighting game for PC. And for those who know BlazBlue, you already know that BlazBlue Calamity Trigger was on PC. And BlazBlue Continuous Shift for arcade on PC too, and they also have BlazBlue Continuous Shift the second on an emulator, a PSP emulator. So now they're saying that they're bringing out BlazBlue Continuous Shift for PC.
I meant to say BlazBlue Continuous Shift Extend. I don't know what I was thinking.
Which is on December 11th. I found out last night on Shoryuken.com. I saw the news and I got a little enthusiastic about it. So for those who want to see the news, the link is below the description. But anyway, that's all I want to tell you guys. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite, and share. See ya.
So that was my very first vlog that I did ever since I used my laptop's camera. So yeah. Okay guys, the last video I wanted to react to before I go is one of my other Stencil made games. One of everyone's favorites. Well, not basically favorites because it's actually a Flash game that I have built myself into it. So ever since I had Stencil, I also made a Vocaloid type. I actually made two of them, actually. And this is actually my second one called Vocaloid Aurora Blitz. Now it takes place with Miku Hatsune. For those of you who know Vocaloids, Miku Hatsune taking pictures of the Aurora Borealis during Christmas time. I mean during December, winter season, and she saw a meteor crashing into the cave, and Henrik and Miku Hatsune called Corey to bring the fragments of the orb back together so that way they can make they can see the aurora again. So here's the video. I might do it fully this time because, well, it's been a long time since I've seen the video, and of course it wasn't actually made by Sega, but I know that Project Diva was made by Sega because that's where Miku Hatsune was starting. Yeah. So that's me right. Nah, no, I didn't good. Nah, no, I didn't do a good job on my character right there. That's actually me right here. This right here is Henrik. This is actually a Mega Man sprite, and right here is Miku Hatsune. Now on the bed That's her cat named Flurry, the white kitten. Let's just say that I got it for her. You know, I was thinking about something. I'm thinking about installing own broadcasting software on my old laptop, but my laptop is like an AC only laptop because the battery is messed up. Each time I unplug the charger from the laptop, it instantly shuts off, and while the charger in it, it won't turn on like it used to and stay on like it used to. Stuff like that. Now the idea of this game here is to collect the correct treasure chests where they obtain the orb fragments, so that way the Aurora Barillas can like appear again, and watch out for those munchers there. Each time you touch them, that's when you instantly get game over. Kind of sound like Super Mambo. I also made the other Miku Hatsune game like that too, because I didn't know how to adjust the scoring part or the lives part. I know how to regenerate the character though, but when it comes to lives, it's so much you gotta do when it comes to making your own Flash game with the software you use to make your own games and stuff like that. Yeah, I really did a good job on that background there too, because I know it's winter and there are actually more treasure chests up top. That actually was called Blaze from Vocaloids, and that's I combined that song to the music that I made along with it. Yeah. So after you collect all those orb fragments, they're actually just orbs. That's when the Aurora Barillas will come back to life, and yeah. That's a very pretty background there. I really did a good job on this game too. So it's back, and I made that music too. Yep. Okay, everyone, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoy watching my reaction to my old YouTube videos ever since I first started YouTube since 2010. Now, here's the crazy thing about it. My YouTube channel was born in December 31st, 2010. So maybe when it's the 31st of this next year, I mean, where I go saying next year? I meant in December, the last day of December. So when it's the 31st, I probably should have did this last year on Christmas. I mean on December 2. I might wish my YouTube channel happy birthday. Make a video saying happy birthday to my YouTube channel, saying happy birthday to Super Reploid CLE. And of course, when I make my secondary channel, I might do that on its own day when I get to 1,000 subscribers and make the secondary YouTube channel and stuff like that, and go from there. So yeah, regardless, I hope you guys enjoy watching this video for 100 vlog special. Be sure to check out my other vlogs, reviews, responses, and other contents I have on my YouTube channel. More videos to come soon. The Silver Reploid CLE. Like, comment, subscribe, favorite. Don't forget to share because we care. Join my community, links in the description. Follow me on Google Plus and Twitter. See you guys in the next video.